you see, they've been busy making more seeds. They're a pretty decent sized one. You see our green beans here, they're getting pretty tall, and some of them will let one of these out. What that'll do is it'll wrap itself around, and basically whatever it can get a hold of. There's one down there that's got wrapped around some grass. They haven't produced any buds or anything for the oh, this one here's starting to produce buds here for the to start to make the green beans. And so is this one. We're just starting to this one's got little bitty green beans starting over here. There's buds on this one. The buds will be white. And here's a small little one. See it over there? These are small little green beans starting to come. There's different kind of green beans that you can get. Some will have things like that that'll vine out and grab onto things. Some, they call them pole beans. The whole thing should wrap around. You know, you can put a pole or some kind of netting or something for it to, you know, it vines up. And then some will just bush out. Here's the one that wrapped itself around the grass blade. If you catch them in time when they start, you can always start to train them to go where you want them to go. And how you would do that is you would just, like this one here isn't attached to anything yet, you just start to move it. If you have something there that you want it to go around, what you could do is you could lightly tie something around this and around what you want it to vine up, and then, you know, that'll basically make it stay there. You don't want to tie it too tight, and you don't want to get something that'll cut into that. You know, maybe like a soft piece of cloth or something would be the best, because if you tie it too tight or get something that's going to cut into that, it's going to basically cut the circulation of it off, you know, and kill the plant. So you'll want to be careful of that. Our beets still haven't really gotten any bigger. are our cucumber plants. This is the one that was given to us by a friend. And here's a few that have come up that we planted from seed. This one here especially. Taste of them. Other things that affect the taste of them is your climate, and of course the variety that you decide to plant. What I'm doing is I'm trying to fill around the bases to see, because sometimes you can feel how big around they are before you even pull them up. So what I'm doing, I'm just trying to fill around the bases a little bit before I pull them, see about how big they feel. Okay, now we've rinsed these off outside, as you just saw. The reason I did that, well, for a few reasons. One, because then they won't get all the dirt in our kitchen sink here. And two, I just went ahead and rinsed it off in those buckets And then that way I can just go ahead and reuse that water to water the garden. So what you want to do when you're cleaning these, what I do, I cut this part off, and I cut that part off. And that's the part I eat. Now the rest of this, the leaves and stuff, are edible. You can use them in salads or whatever you like. I don't know, I would just rinse them off a little bit or whatever. And of course, it is up to taste and preference on whether you eat them or not. You could, also put them, if you have a compost pile, put them in your compost pile. I don't know, trade them to a neighbor, or if you know someone that likes them and you don't particularly like them, you can do that as well. Pretty decent size one. Okay. I'll just put some water, a little water on them. And now, you can eat them now if you want, or you can, I put them in the refrigerator. You can keep them for later. They can also be diced up and used in a salad if you like.
Okay, we are in front. We're looking at what we think is poison, ivy of some sort, so we're going to cut it. I'm cutting it since Dennis is very allergic to it. So here we go.
Okay, now what we're going to do, we're going to talk about trimming the hedges. What you want to do, you just want to get yourself a pair of nice little hedge trimmers. Now they come in different sizes and varieties. You can get, a lot bigger ones if you wish. And it just depends on the job you're doing as well. Now these say that they'll cut up to 5/8 of an inch. And for the job we've got to do, they'll work just fine. So it just depends on, the job that you're doing, on how big you want to get them. Now, you want to remember, when do you trim your hedges and bushes or trees? If they flower in early spring, you can trim them in the summer. If they flower in the summer or fall, you'll want to trim them before they start to grow. What you want to do, if it's dead or damaged, you can cut it off anytime. If it's diseased, you should remove it as soon as possible, otherwise you'll risk spreading the disease to the rest of your plants or completely killing off your bush. So you'll want to select what this does. You can, control your plants a little better, or you can shape them however you wish. What you'll want to do is you'll want to select about a 1/4 of an inch above the buds. You want to cut at a 45-degree angle, about 1/4 of an inch above where you want to trim it at. Just like that. Really? Situations like these, I like to have, probably be best to under trim it first, and then step back a little bit to examine what you've done, and then take more off if needed. Because if you cut too much off to begin with, then you can't put it back on, obviously. It's shaping up pretty nicely. once again, you can leave it dry out and use it. You can burn it in a fire pit, or you can put it in your compost. It might take a little longer than most things to degrade, though, because it's woody. Okay, our trimming is done basically, but I wanted to take the time to show you this little guy. And you see the damage to the leaf around him there. Now, I'm not entirely sure. I know it's a member of the beetle family, but these guys will also cause damage to the plants in your vegetable garden. So, that it might be something that you want to watch out for. You can just knock them off of the plant. Or what I usually use, I use a combination of a little bit of Murphy's oil soap and some water and spray on the plants, and that usually does a pretty good job of keeping insects off of your vegetation.